Hi friends, I gotta turn that on a little gentler. I'm always wobbly in the beginning. Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm an integrative health and nutrition coach, a brain health coach, and a gut health expert. And I love to talk to people about food and what it does in their body so that they can ditch diet culture and opt out of the sick care system to obtain freedom and sovereignty through owning their own health. How was that? Still working on it? Give me your feedback. Anyway, today's a short one. I wanted to just tell you 5 or so of the ways that modern life can wreak havoc on your gut. Like I tell you all the time that everybody needs gut healing. Everybody has gut damage because our modern lives are not nourishing to gut health. There's a lot of just attack on your gut all the time, and it builds up over time until at some point, for some of us, it just goes and the wall crumbles, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh my gosh, how did I just get sick? I don't know what happened. Well, you didn't just get sick. You've been getting sick. You've been working on that for a long time. Not your fault if you don't know, but I'm going to fix that. So then you'll know, and then it will be your fault because you can't say no one ever told you. Sorry, you're welcome. Anyway, so modern life can wreak havoc on your gut in multiple ways. So obviously what you eat can be good or not good for your gut. I'm watching the little floaty. Did you guys see that? It's like a little angel going through the screen. So the foods that you eat, in 2 ways, I guess, they can be damaging to your gut. 3 ways? Multiple ways. So they can be coated in chemicals or infused with chemicals. And chemicals are not good for your body. They're not good for your gut health. They're not good for your microbes. They're not good for your cells. They're not good. They're just not good. But if the food that you're eating is infused with chemicals in the form of preservatives, stabilizers, emulsifiers, colorings, sweeteners, on and on and on, that's not good. But also if it's coated in pesticides, also not good. Well documented, not a conspiracy theory. Hit me up if you want to talk research studies, but your food can be covered and made from chemicals. That's bad. Your food can also be improperly prepared. So there are some foods that we as humans just were not really designed to eat. And even though we can eat them, if we don't process them properly, they can be very, very hard to digest. And that over time can cause some wear and tear. And if it's on top of other damage, it can start to break down your gut. I'm talking about grains, legumes, things like that. Things that you might know you need to, like we know we need to soak beans before we cook them or we can't eat them, right? But normally they're not really like soaked properly. It's like we do things in a quicker way now so that we can produce more faster. It's the American way, but we lost some of the point in the process. So grains and legumes, things like that were soaked, preferably even fermented before we ate them, because that helps them be more digestible, and it removes some of the like anti-nutrients and things like that from them. So just eating food that isn't traditionally prepared can cause wear and tear on your gut. And then another way that food can be damaging is just if you have certain sensitivities to food or have a difficult time digesting certain foods, which can happen if you just genetically don't produce certain enzymes, or if you have a microbiome imbalance, just lots of things can cause difficulty digesting certain foods in one person and not another, or food triggers in one person and not another. But if you do have some food sensitivities that you're not really aware of and you keep eating that food, it can cause a little bit more wear each time. So the food that you eat can over time cause damage to your gut microbes and your gut lining. And then eventually if that gut lining gets broken down enough, it's going to start leaking, and then you'll have leaky gut. And I've made other videos about what that can cause. So in addition to food, there are also other environmental toxins that you can ingest through your mouth, through your nose, through your skin, in the air that we breathe. There are a lot of things in the air that are poisonous for us. Our bodies are usually pretty good at handling most of the stuff that we toss at it, but when things are accumulating on top of each other. At some point, our body just can't handle it anymore. So yes, our lungs and our livers and our mucous membranes and all of these things are there to help filter and detox, but they can only do so much. And if we're giving them more than it can keep up with, well, I mean, have you ever been binge drinking or seen someone drink more than they can metabolize at a time? It's not pretty. So if we're breathing in toxins, I'm talking air fresheners, plug-ins, Febreze, I'm talking candles, I'm talking dryer sheets, I'm talking perfumes, I'm talking car exhaust, I'm talking off gas from your furniture. Like, it's everywhere. Mold spores and fungus in the air. There's just lots of things in the air. Some you can control, some you can't, right? But like I said, if we're giving it to our body more than it can keep up with, we're going to have problems. The water that we drink, the other things that aren't water that we drink, again, the foods that we eat, those things all are bringing toxins in. And then the things we put in and on our skin all the time, all day long. I think the average American woman puts like dozens of products on her skin every morning, between shampoo, conditioner, hair product, face wash, body wash. I can't even keep up with I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how many layers of makeups there are right now. I can't, but I think there's like multiple layers. Like, it used to just be foundation, and then it was like maybe powder, but now you have like bronzer and like lightener, and I'm gonna make myself sound like an ass. I don't know. All the layers of makeups, and then the eye things and the lip things and the things, all the things. And then you got lotion on your skin, and then you got nail polish, so many things. Those things all have chemicals in them, and most of those products, the chemicals that are in them, have been associated with cancers. They've been associated with hormone changes, like legit hormone changes, like making frogs infertile or change gender, like screwing with the estrogen balance in your body, like causing man boobs, like real legit hormone changes. Those are the chemicals that we're putting in and on our body all the time. So just something to be aware of. So now we're talking about all the things that we're eating and all the things we're putting in and on our bodies and all the things we're drinking and all the things we're breathing. We're up here already, right? And then, so let's add on top of that a little bit the medications that we take, because the medications that we take are really dangerous for our gut microbiome. So we're talking, maybe you don't take a daily prescription. Most of us do, especially once we get over like 40. And then the older you get, the more they just add on, to where some of us are taking handfuls of prescriptions. Maybe they're not prescription. Maybe you're taking handfuls of supplements, handful of vitamins. You wouldn't think those would be bad, but it's a really unregulated industry. Who knows what's actually in them? And if you're giving them to your kids, they probably have artificial coloring in them and artificial sweeteners in them. So there's that. But prescription medications, while sometimes the benefit may outweigh the risk, oftentimes that's not the case, especially if you're taking them long term. And if you were in the military, or if you weren't in the military and you still do this anyway, and you eat ibuprofen like candy, please stop. Let's address your pain issues, because that is just destroying your internal organs. So please stop. Please stop. So we have, I feel like I'm playing the picnic game, the ABC game, or like the name game. We have the foods we eat, the things we drink, the things we breathe, the things we put in and on our skin, and the pills that we take. Those are all adding. I said this was a short one, and it's not, I'm sorry. And then there's a few other factors I was just going to mention, and these factor more into like your body's ability to deal with all of that toxic load. Because we reduce our body's ability to deal with all of those toxins when we don't exercise, when we don't properly hydrate, and when we don't sleep enough. Also, I was just going to do 5, but whatever. When we don't get out in the sunshine. Your body needs the sunshine. Your body needs water. Your body needs air, your body needs sleep, and your body needs movement. And all of those things help your body deal with that toxic load. So even if you don't want to change the things that you eat or the products that you use, at least do yourself a solid and like pay extra attention to those things that support detoxification and healing in your body. When we sleep, our bodies are actually cleaning and healing. And if you're not sleeping enough, your body does not get the chance to do that. And that is going to add up over time. And you're probably going to see it first in your brain. I don't know about you, but I want my brain to work longer than my body. I don't want my brain to go first. I want my body to go first. I'd rather they both just be cool and go at the same time, but I would rather my body crap out before my brain does. So I try to get lots of sleep and not take medications and drink plenty of water and take deep breaths and get out in the sun and reduce the toxic chemicals that I have within my control, because there are plenty that are out of my control. I know that I am just as part plastic as the rest of you because it's in all of our water, all of our soil, it's everywhere at this point. We have so poisoned our earth that none of us can escape it. I recognize that, but I want to give my body the best fighting chance by controlling that which I have control over, and then just trusting my body to do the rest because I support it in those processes. So if you want to know more, you can jump over to my website, nourishtoamplify.com, see what I'm all about over there, or you can schedule a free call. You could do both if you want. I didn't mean to say or. I don't want to make choices in your life. Like, I don't want to limit you. You can do all the things. So you can go to my website and schedule a free call, but you can schedule a free call with me to talk about all of the things in your life and some easy ways you might be able to start making some of those swaps that are not overwhelming or super expensive. Okay? Schedule a free call. I'd love to talk more about this with you and help you make some changes in your life so that you can support your body in dealing with the things it needs to deal with on a daily basis. All right? Good luck, friends.